Hey guys, I'm here. We are back for episode 11 of season 1 of Andor. This is the penultimate episode of the season. We only have the finale to go. I've heard that this is where we've had these like pods of like 3-episode arcs. This last prison bit was, from what I've heard, it's like the way it's structured is like its own little pocket thing with a 2-part finale. So I'm really curious to see what this all leads into, with the finale being next week. This last episode was intense. Easily, probably my favorite episode of the season. Some fantastic performances across the board, especially from Stellan Skarsgård and Andy Serkis, and these speeches, these monologues, these powerful like moves that these characters have made. It's just like, it was just such a good just block of television, man. Not just Star Wars, just television. It was so good. And I can't wait to see where things go from here, because we have a lot of threads that are just going to have to come back together. And with that said, guys, I just want to jump in and see what we find, where things go. So if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. You just see your own footage with the time code, so my reaction to the entire episode. You get the same thing for this and all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and then vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while, since you are going to do ways to support the channel. But of course, I know never can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. And we're almost at 40K. I'm hoping to get there by the end of the year. So guys, if you are new, if you're tuning in for the first time, we cover all things DC, Marvel, Star Wars, fandom related, and we kind of branch out to some other stuff here and there. Got a little bit of everything for everybody, or at least I try to. So if you're new, maybe you've been a long time lurker, if you enjoy the reaction, maybe you'll stick around and you'll hit that subscribe button. But guys, with that all said and down the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 11. Here we go. Wow. Wow.
Tell me they're leaving. They're leaving.
We're gonna have to get rid of that bedding. We'll save it for Cassian. Okay. She would have wanted it that way. It's heartbreaking.
Oh no.
What about the droid?
Did she pass away? While he was gone? No, don't. Oh. Okay. Okay. I thought somebody was like throwing him into like a crusher or a grinder or something. I was like, oh, I ain't about to have that.
We're gonna take her out in a minute if you want to say goodbye.
Oh.
I'll have them clear the room if you want to be alone.
I don't want to be alone. I want Mama Marva.
No. There's this guy again. I think somebody had mentioned in the comments last video that he was an ISB agent. So we got the Rebellion and the ISB both keeping tabs on what's happening with Marva.
It looks like it's just these two. They didn't walk here. If we go around.
I mean, aside from the orange stripe, their outfits match in with the background.
Can you fly it? I don't know. It's an old one. Is that good? Do we have a choice?
Not really.
What if there's someone else in there? We get out here. I know I feel it.
It's now or never. Go for it. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, whoa. It's like some kind of weird-ass web.
What happens now?
As a prominent citizen of Ferrix, she wrote a big send-off. They'll want to close Rick's Road. They'll ask for a permit. They know we won't allow it.
We want a funeral.
Excuse me?
You're going to give them a permit. Keep it small. Limit the time, limit the numbers. We want to put them in a box, stand back and watch.
Because they need to know if Cassian
How much time do we
comes.
2 days. That's the Ferrix custom.
What's that?
The dead are bricked. They mix your ashes with mortar and local stone dust, put your name on and fire it up.
Oh, wow.
A block of Ferrix brick.
Wow, that's interesting.
Water spoil here and far. All your scum in prison.
That's the Empire. We were trapped. We were trapped there. It's their prison.
Oh, always the Empire, here. Stop the Empire. They not be killing ye, nay today.
Alrighty then. Find some common ground, get some help. That thing, oh my god. Holy shit. And people called like the Millennium Falcon like a hunk of junk. That thing looks like it shouldn't even be in the air. Oh. Can't tell me somebody doesn't want to buy that Sith Stalker armor. Come on.
We have rules for a reason. You don't seem to understand that.
Cassian Andor. The mother died. I'm leaving in the morning. Cinta says it's very busy there.
Well, let him know.
Do that.
Man, everybody's hoping Cassian shows up to this thing, man. You know, if he hadn't broke out of prison, everybody'd just be like, he didn't show up.
I can't leave you here alone. She wouldn't want that.
You could stay.
One night.
I love him, man.
They died. Poor, agonized, pleaded. If you're having difficulty,
Oh gosh.
doesn't take long.
We're checking in on Bix. Oh wow. I mean, she's so messed up from this thing, man.
Don't tell me you're taking proposals.
I'm in so much trouble, Val.
Tethered in permanence, yielding in acceptance.
Hey, we're talking about their old traditions and whatnot.
I found a solution.
Auntie Val!
God.
There you are! What are you doing here?
Well, come back to see you.
Wow, to see how her face just dropped when she looked at her mother.
Oh, it's nearly as good as me.
Call for you.
Hey!
Andor! I'm calling about Andor. You wanted news if I had
No!
The mother! You were talking about Andor. Yeah, she's passed away. Andor's mother? There's lots of back and forth with Chorus.
Oh my god! Oh wow, Marva is the thing that brings everyone together.
He might show up at the funeral. When? If he's not in here, sir, has to I wouldn't put it past him. Not what we've been through. We need to speak further. I knew you'd want to.
Damn, man.
The mystery of your former triumphs has been vanquished. I can sleep peacefully now.
Yeah, nah. Alright. God damn, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. This is insane. I love it. Fucking love it, man. We coming back to the scene of the crime? Oh yeah, he did leave everything here. You know, thankfully, no one found this thing, man. Ah. Are we back to talk to Saw again?
Put it down or give it back.
What is that?
House power station. Tell Krieger I'm in. Tell him I'll bring air power.
You're too late. It's going tomorrow.
He's gonna have to keep Saw out of it, though.
I think not.
Why? You were so eager for it.
ISB knows Krieger's plan. They'll be waiting for it.
And how do we know this?
I won't tell you that.
And Krieger, he doesn't know. How do you know I won't tell him?
I don't. I don't know what you'll do.
No one does.
Either you're ISB, or you have someone inside that you are protecting.
Or I'm just a very good listener.
You think it's worth losing Krieger?
I did. I'm not sure right now.
And what if it was me instead of Krieger?
He doesn't know me. He can't hurt me.
Like I can.
It's your decision, Saw. Do we let Krieger go down and play the long game? Or do we warn him and throw away a source it's taken years to cultivate?
You have people everywhere, don't you?
You're avoiding the question.
All of your sources.
Try to concentrate.
There's someone with Krieger, someone at ISB. Maybe there's someone here with me.
You're wasting time.
Why wouldn't you?
You're avoiding the choice.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's Tubes. It's my man. He tells me everything. Tell him. He deserves to know.
What is this? What kind of game is this?
That was the game, to get him a blaster.
Of that you must be sure.
I'm doing this so you listen. So listen.
Man, I just watched the episodes where Ahsoka and Anakin and Obi-Wan trained them to fight droids and stuff, man.
If I were ISB, Saw, why wouldn't I just send you out there with it? I didn't want you to have to make this choice.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
Yeah. Wow. God damn, man. Every scene is just so ripe. And just... Alright, Zero Boy, what are you doing? What are you going to do? Gonna call off work today? Be like, hey guys, I'm not coming in. Taking a road trip.
Safe unlocked.
Oh, is he stealing from Mama? Yep.
I'm preparing for every outcome. Luthen.
Uh-oh.
Luthen.
What was that? Oh no.
Imperial Patrol. Please identify yourself, Hallcraft.
Oh, they're jamming him.
This is a piracy zone.
Oh, thank you for the warning. I'll be careful.
You'll be standing by, is what you'll be doing. Power the tractor beam.
In the queue, sir.
Oh. Well, this took a turn.
ID confirmed, sir. Alderaan Trade Alliance.
Cancel the boarding? No. We can use the practice.
Oh, wow. What the fuck?
An inspection, Hallcraft.
Engage reverse stabilizers on my throttle.
Acknowledged.
What's he about to do?
What's he doing? Tractor force up 5. Does he think he can get away?
Houston 5.
Some pirate Hallcraft. Where does he think he's gonna go? Final warning, Hallcraft. Power down immediately or
What's
risk
happening?
full consequences. Countermeasures armed.
Whoa, what in the world? Whoa. Holy shit.
face down.
Wow, man. Shit. Dude. Whoa. What in the world? Boop. Holy shit, he just made you guys look like fucking losers, dude. Holy shit. I mean, we knew he modded that ship all to hell, but my lord did he stack that thing.
Excuse me, who is this? I'm not getting picture.
I need to get a message to Marva Andor.
Cass, I'm sorry. Your mother's dead.
How many do you think made it? How many of us made it out alive? Not enough. What if it's just us? What if we're the only ones? Somebody's got to tell people what's happening down there. We need to split up. Double our chances. One of us has to make it. People have to know what's going on. I know. Take this.
Yeah, man. Wow. Man, this show, it never fails to just land the mark, dude. Oh my lord. Every emotional beat, every story thread. Oh my gosh. And then the action. Oh, when Luthen got grabbed by that tractor beam, I didn't think that was the way it was going to play. But yeah, the fact that Saw changed his mind, I was like, hey, I want in on this thing, even though I gave you a hard time about it before. Now with the news that the ISB is involved, you know, he had to kind of come clean with Saw, because Saw knows who he is and knows his face, but he also is like, hey, I know you're going to do what you're going to do. I know how you feel and all this stuff. So I'm going to give you the choice, even though I know you're not going to listen to me now once you know that I know these things that are about to happen. It was just such a wild conversation to have and just kind of show the value he places on Saw. And did anybody else kind of like wonder what that little stick was that he was wielding around when he was going into Saw's camp? You know? I don't know, with him, the Kyber crystal, that he shares his dreams with ghosts. Is he a rogue, disillusioned, lost Jedi? Maybe? Would it be? Would explain a lot of the artifacts that he's managed to collect. I don't know. That would be such a twist and pretty interesting thing to reveal. If they ever did, it could just be a little nuggets just for us to kind of like play around with in our head. It might never actually come up, but he gave up his blaster and all this other stuff, and he was like, they were like, what is this? He was like, give me that. I don't know, that looked like an emitter to me, but who knows? And then literally everybody has been keeping tabs on Ferrix. Even that one dude all the way back from the first 3 episodes, man, with Cyril. Forget his name. But like, he was like, hey, you told me if I ever heard anything to let you know, and I heard that his mother died back on Ferrix. Everybody's like, hey, yo, Marva's dead. Cassian might be coming home. Though that all hinged on whether or not Cassian got the news that Marva died, which he just did at the tail end. Like I said earlier, had ever got the chance to escape, it would be kind of interesting to see how things would have played out differently. It's like, oh, where is he? Where's Andor? Is he here? And then it's all for naught. It's really interesting, though, again, with the world building, the cultural building of like these different worlds and stuff like that. And like how Ferrix, and as a town, when somebody passes there, especially a pillar of the community or whatever, like their ashes are burned down and instilled into the components that they literally build this city out of. That like this city is literally built on the foundation of its people. Its people is the city, and the city is its people. That's beautiful to me, man. And then B, just not being able to process and comprehend Marva's loss, his loneliness, his unwillingness to leave their home in the hopes that maybe Cassian might return as well. B's waiting. Everything about this was so interesting. And although we didn't get to see how Bix's scene played out, how that concluded, where they're like, hey, is this the guy you've been dealing with? Is this the guy you had meet with Cassian? And it was Krieger. What did she say? Did she sell him out further? I mean, they're already about to burn that guy. So, like, that'd be the easy way to go. But I don't know what she would say, yay or nay, given the state of her mind, and then threatening Gorse to come back down and do it all again. Yeah, this was a fun episode. I really enjoyed it, and just seeing everybody kind of wander and deal with the situation at hand and the growing escalation of everything going on with this Imperial crackdown. Mon Mothma, and like just venting to Vel about everything that's transpired, everything that's going on right now, especially with the finances and whatnot, and how if they get found out and that money trail leads back to where it leads, man, that she needs to plug up that hole. And, you know, she's got a decision to make about where she's going to get that money from. And, you know, they were talking about old traditions and all this kind of stuff, and apparently, you know, to Vel's shock and horror that her daughter is all into this Chandrilan religion, I guess, that maybe they've grown out of, like it's kind of steeped in that old world thing, but this is something that neither parent actually forced her into or thought of. And, you know, so like it in a way it ends up kind of working out, because if she is already kind of vibing with that on her own, she presents a match, maybe that deal's a little easier to make, even though it sucks. Regardless, that deal has to even be a thing. But it's just kind of interesting the way the things kind of played out, and how her, again, just like the demeanor of her daughter as well. Like, how is she going to react to this if it comes from her mother? That's another question I've got. Because, like, man, you know, the excitement she has for her father, for Vel even, when she comes in, she's like, oh, Auntie Vel. She like comes in, and then like she's got this huge smile, and then you just see her look over Vel's shoulder at her mom, and it's just like, poof. It just drops like an instant. It doesn't melt. It doesn't just whimper. It just drops, man. She resents her mother so much. I get it. I mean, from her point of view, I get it. It just sucks, man. And Genevieve's performance in this was just so subtle and layered all at once. It was just such a rich scene between her and Vel's concern for her cousin, for her family, as well as how it would tie back and possibly reap and render the things that they have been trying to build with Luthen and all of that. And then she passes on the information to pass on to Luthen that Marva's passed. You know, the information she got from Senta, who's watching, the ISB's watching, everybody's watching Ferrix, man. It's all going to come back to Ferrix. You know, and then, you know, Melshi and Andor made it out okay, right back to his stash on Space Cancun. I forget the name of the planet right now. But it was just a really well layered episode, man. And it just leaves next week's episode to bring it all to a close. This is going to be a big old shit show on Ferrix, I have to imagine. Way to send off Marva. Lots of fireworks. But guys, what did you think of the episode? What are your thoughts on all this information we got to process in this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. Speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and everybody who's been helping the channel grow and be what it is today. Thank you guys for all of your help. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all next week with the finale of Andor Season 1. May the Force be with you always. Take care, everybody.